that thing right there, cruise control. It's kind of ugly, so I'm going to try to relocate it. Actually, I'm not going to try, I'm going to do it. I got some riv nuts and a riv nut tool. Going to take the fender off and put it behind the fender. It's something that really won't ever need to be serviced, and taking the fender off takes 20 minutes. So if I ever do, it's not that hard to get to it. But, you know, why relocate it? Mainly because I want to start cleaning up the engine bay. You know, it's not something that's necessary, but I'm bored. It's Memorial Day weekend, and I got time to do stuff on the car. So why not tackle something that really doesn't cost me any money but time? So let's get to it. All right. So you're going to want to take this part off of the bumper. It's just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Phillips head screws. Then you'll pull it off, and then you'll be able to see there is another 10mm bolt right here that you'll want to get off, along with the ones on the inside. And then you'll pull this back, and there are 3 bolts. So there's one right here, and then you'll see one right behind it there. I should move that wheel, but another bolt right in there. Get to that after moving this wheel. Okay. Move successful. And then finally I'm getting to these ones, and these are the last ones here. But before I take it off, I'm going to tape up this edge just to make sure that it doesn't scratch the paint on my door. All right, there we go. Just sitting along the edge. Nothing too crazy, just enough to keep that from rubbing up against each other, because it's going to move around if you're by yourself. You can see that it's going to move around, so I might actually double it up in that spot. Make sure if it does move around, it doesn't rip through it. Alright, so that's proof you don't need to take off your front bumper to take off your fender. So just to recap, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 3 here, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Somehow a pen came out of my fender. Alright, 11 years of driving on the road, and I'm sure this is probably some 11-year-old dirt. So okay, almost there. Alright, next thing I want to do is just take this cover off, loosen up this front nut, because you'll see that there's a little opening right up here. So you'll want to keep the back one in place, that way you know where the tension should be. Pull it out, and then this little thing just comes out of here, and then there you go. Then the next thing you'll want to do is just undo those 2 bolts way down there. I think those are 10mm. And then this thing will pull out. Undo this clip right here as well. I'll figure that out. That shouldn't be too hard. Alright, look at this mess. All this stuff just thrown all over the place. But that's kind of what happens when you've just been grinding it out for the last 3.5 hours. So, hopefully you can see this. That's my cruise control unit. You can see it works. You can see that. Routed everything through this hole. Extended the ground wire here. Still have some looming that I want to put on around the wires that I extended. I just need to put the fender back on, and that's it. It was a pain in the ass. I used a nutsert tool, so then I could actually screw it into place with some machine screws. I didn't want to do self-tapping, so you can see the nutsert in there. Obviously there's some room here just because this part is not too level, but it's in there. And then I modified the old bracket to get rid of all this junk that's in there. I just hacked it off with my 4-inch grinding wheel and this is back on there, so that's where it should be. And then obviously I'm going to move on to the battery, the fuse box, and possibly this fuse box right here. Then I'll be changing out my intake, and just kind of cleaning everything up front and over here, and that's probably the extent of what I'll do. So one step down, about 4 or 5 more to go, but I think that's gonna about wrap it up here. All right, all put back together. You can see all of the gap is uniform, so looks good. Now it's just time to see if it works, so test drive, here we come. All right, cruise control is working, so looks like everything was done to a T. So you basically, all you have to do is trust yourself and just get after it. All right guys, so hopefully that helped some of you guys out. I don't know, I just wanted to document it a little bit just because I've never done it before. So fuck it, if it works, time to put the video up.